everybody. God bless you. Thank you for joining me in another video. I just want to take some time in this video just to encourage each and every one of you. I want to let you know, do not allow what's happening right now in the world, do not allow tough times to rob your future. I'm saying that because when we sit and we focus on what's happening on the news, when we focus on the calamity around us, when we focus on the negative things that are happening on this planet, when we worry and we're anxious about our future, when we worry and anxious about tomorrow, what will happen is that time will come and it will keep rolling on through our worry. And what will happen is that we will get robbed of the good things in our future. We'll get robbed of productivity. We'll get robbed of going to that next level because we're stagnant and we're worried about what's happening in the present. I'm not making light of what's currently going on in the world. It's quite serious, but I just want to encourage you with 3 things that you can consider during this time period, during this time of pandemic that we're going through. I just want to encourage you with 3 things to consider so you don't get robbed of your future, so you can move forward, so you can keep pressing. I just want to encourage you, if you're depressed, if you're down, if you're low, if your emotions are down, I just really want to encourage you to just keep going, and please do not give up. It's not over. I do not believe, not for 1 minute, that 2020 is a complete bust. You know, there are a lot of memes and a lot of jokes and a lot of people saying that this year is so horrible, and it has been tough and it has been hard. Many of you watching this, you have maybe lost some things and gone through some things, and it's just been tough for each and every one of us. But hey, I'm optimistic and I have faith that you and I can glean the best out of 2020, although it is challenging. So there's 3 things I want to leave you with, and there's 3 things I want you to consider. The first thing to consider, if you don't want to get robbed of your time, if you want to keep going, if you want to be productive, is to do all that you can do right now. Many of us started off the year, we had a list of all of the things that we wanted to do, the places we wanted to do, the events and the things, and this global pandemic happened and everything went on freeze, everything went on hold, many things got canceled, many things and businesses have gone out of business, and things are not going to be the same when we emerge from this crisis. But I want you to do everything that you can do that's possible, that's feasible during this time period. So there are things that we physically can't do because of restrictions. Don't focus on that. Focus on the things that you can presently do in this time. Many of you had goals to maybe start a business, or to maybe physically with your health to maybe lose some weight. You had goals to maybe write a book, or whatever your goals were, big or small. Begin to just chip away at them and just begin to work on the things that you can work on. Just so my advice to you, the first thing is just focus on the things that you can focus on and that you can possibly do during this time. And when we focus on the things that we can do, it will get our mind off of the problems and off of the negativity and off of all the drama that's going on right now. And what will happen is that you begin to, inch by inch, move closer to the goals and move closer to completion of the goals that you had for 2020. So focus on the things that you can do. The second thing I want you to consider during this time period is to look for opportunities. Yes, there's opportunities in this storm. There's opportunities during these tough times. There are things now personally that I can now focus on that I could not focus on before this global pandemic. There are things that I can do now that I have the time, that I can sit down, that I can focus, and that I can concentrate on it, that I am doing that I never thought that I could do. And I wouldn't have had the opportunity to do if I was, out and about, running from event to event, doing this and that, in the rat race, running around, that I wouldn't have been able to do. So there are things and there are opportunities right now at your feet right now that are in front of you that you may not be paying attention to because you're so caught up in what's happening, so caught up in worrying about the future. But there are opportunities. Take full advantage of all the opportunities that come your way. Don't be afraid to step out. just take advantage of what's there. And there are opportunities there. So whatever you can do and take full advantage of your opportunities. The next and last thing, and I say this in so many of my videos, I really want you all to be thankful, be grateful to God for everything that He's done. If you are watching this video right now, you have something to be thankful for because you have life. So many people have not made it this far throughout the year. Unfortunately, there are a number of people who are no longer with us, but thank God you and I, we're still here. That means we still have more work to do. That means that God has more in store for our lives. That means that there's more purpose to live, and there's more things for us to do, and there's more heights for us to reach. Thank God. So I want you to thank God because, we take Thanksgiving for granted, and we just think, okay, well, we're just thanking someone, or we're just thanking God for something when we say thank you. Actually, Thanksgiving and the act of being thankful is a very powerful thing. When we are thankful, what we're doing, we're acknowledging the good things that are happening in our lives. We're acknowledging and we're accepting reality. We're accepting what God is doing in our lives when we are thankful and when we're grateful. And through that acceptance and through that gratitude, what happens, and through that recognition, Thanksgiving is also recognition. Through that recognition, what we're doing is we're expanding our blessings. We're expanding our territory. We're expanding what can come to us when we begin to be thankful. So when we begin to be thankful, we're inviting positivity into our lives. When we begin to thank God, we're inviting more goodness and more of an opportunity for blessings to come into our lives when we are more thankful throughout the day. And when we're thankful, when we open our eyes in the morning, when we thank God, God will be like, you know what? He or she is thankful. I'm going to bless them with more. I'm going to give them more. So when we are thankful and we live a thankful and grateful life, when we live a life of gratitude, what we're doing, we're expanding the opportunities for us to get more and for us to be blessed and walk into our blessings. And we're also, what we're doing when we do that, we are taking our mind away from the things that are not productive. We're taking our mind away from the things that may be holding us back. And most of all, we're taking our minds off of the things that's going to rob us of time. We don't know how much time we have on this earth. I don't know. You don't know. But we want to make the most of the time that we have here. Even when it's tough. Even when we want to give up. Even when we're depressed. Even when we're anxious about the future. Please do not give up. And do not allow these tough times that we're facing to rob your future. There's some good things in store for you. I believe that God has for you. Don't forfeit this time focusing on things that you cannot change. Focusing on the things in the world that we have no control over. Control and think about what you can control in your life, and things will get better. I hope that this word of encouragement has been a blessing to you. If it has, please share, like this video, subscribe to my YouTube channel. As always, I thank you for all your support. Take care, God bless, and I will see you in the next video.